Good morning, dreamers. Is everybody up and moving? Oh, probably not. I had a hard time getting up this morning, as you can tell by the time of this video. Anyway, not much to say today. I had a great holiday yesterday. Spent some time meditating on just what does reconciliation look like, as far as reconciliation versus reparation versus listening and learning versus action. There's so many steps to reconciliation, and I think sometimes we wish we were somewhere further along the line. And reading is good, but it's not enough. It's not enough. And I think that oftentimes, I'm speaking as a white lady here, I wish someone would give me a formula. I wish somebody would say, this is what you need to do. This is your practical thing. But it isn't that simple. And why is it up to those that have been oppressed to tell me, right? Because of my kids and who they are, I've done a lot of research into the LGBTQ community and theology and all of that. I've done so much research, more than I ever thought I'd need to do. And because I'm a mama bear and my beautiful, wonderful weirdos down the hall needed me, I was inspired and pushed to do it. Right? And when I prayed and asked God to make the changes necessary, He changed my heart, not them. Because He made them the way they are. And it was up to me to do the research and go, oh, maybe all this time I've been wrong. And it was quite heavy. There are still times and still situations where I'm like, God, I don't want to have this conversation because I know how fragile this thing makes us. And so I was meditating on that yesterday and why every time I make a new friend, it's like, or I talk about it with an old friend or a friend that I've known for years just doesn't know yet. And it's like, yeah, there's a coming out all over again every single time. That's how Black people feel in a world made for white people. That's how my Indigenous siblings feel in Canada. Yes, every country that exists right now is because someone was conquered. That's not good enough. You can't just walk away and say, well, that's how it was. They lost it. It wasn't a win-lose. It was a lose-lose. And we're better people for knowing this. And now, how do we move forward? It's not up to them to do the research for us. We need to be passionately concerned about our neighbor. Now I speak as a Jesus follower. Concern starts with learning, but it does not end there, my wonderful dreamers. I know some people get bogged down on the fact that I call you dreamers. Well, guess what? Dreams need to lead to action to be realized and understood. So now on July 2nd, after we've had a meditative Canada Day, we've thought, we've listened. Now it's time. Boots on the ground, make dreams come true. You have it in you. I know you do. Because I never thought I'd have in me what I have. I never thought I would be called to a ministry of love and reconciliation to the LGBTQ community. saying that to my mom earlier this week. I never thought I'd be here. But now, even as I drive through a drive-through, I can minister to someone who has pronouns on a button. And I can remind them of Jesus' love. They're not broken. They may be wounded, but they're not damaged, and they're not disposable. That's where my brain is today. I said I didn't have a lot to say, but holy, you got a whole on sermon. Maybe I'm preaching to myself. Not maybe. I'm preaching to myself. So often I sit and go, oh, well, I don't have I don't know, right? And I follow the black theologians on Twitter, and I listen and I watch, and I don't know where to go from here. I don't know where to go from here. Well, guess what? Same place I went after I studied and continue to study LGBTQ stuff. You know where I go? From the knowing to the loving. And with loving comes open arms. You are welcome here. At my grandma's table, you are welcome here. That's what living your dreams looks like, and what allowing others to live theirs looks like. Well, I needed that little sermon today. If it was too preachy for you, I'm very sorry. I think that one was just for me. Thanks for listening and helping me sort it all out in my head. I appreciate it. You're a good listener. Yeah, that's where I am. I'll meditate on that for sure. I hope you got something out of it. And if not, it was wonderful to have coffee with you. Have some sweet dreams today. Bye.